Welcome guys, welcome to round 5 of the Aptora Formula 1 2023 Championship hosted by SRO. Today we are in the beautiful Monza, the race speedway, and I'm joined by Riccardo Riva. The boys are already in the qualifying, they are doing 0 laps right now, so there's still time left. And guess who is in the P1 right now? Nick Westy, Daniel Christoph, as if they didn't do anything last time around. I guess there will be fighting for the win, but even Tim Cartwright this time is very close. Sam Selick is doing fantastic, P4 at the moment. Robin Taylor P5. Kostas Kanzura P6 and all the others. We are plenty today, we are 16. We have a few new names like Giuseppe Baldoni, who is driving the Red Bull. He was not driving last time around. And Jason White is back with the Alpine. And all the other like Ricardo and yeah. It's gonna be a very interesting race. Oh, Semseric, fantastic. 0026. Wow. It's gonna be a DRS fight, I guess. Nobody is gonna take a good lead like from beginning. They're gonna all fight until the end. I presumably because of the slipstream and DRS. Right now,
And we all
yes.
hope that today's race is gonna be fun, and I think it's gonna be fun because of the track layout that we have today. Um,
Yeah,
we are
the
talking
track
about a
helps
lot
a
of
lot.
DRS, a lot of straights, a lot of slipstream. So I think that if the gaps are those that I see right now into the quali,
Yeah, from
I think it's
P1 to
going to be.
P6 there's just half a second, and half a
Yeah,
second the slipstream is nothing.
I think it's gonna be a great race, a super close race. So let's see what happens.
Especially tire
And
management, we will not see a lot of tire management, I guess. The race length is just 53 laps, and considering all this strong, long straight, they're gonna be pushing more on these tires. They have to be careful
yeah,
about the cuts. That's something they have to be careful, but
yeah, I think that Monza is not a track that is stressing the tire too much. I mean, you don't have a lot of fast corners, you don't have a lot of long corners. It's just maybe you can have a you'd have to be careful on the braking zones, but apart from that, I don't think that the tire is gonna be stressed out so much as we see in real life.
yes,
So
at the moment, let's say he's in the outlap. You can see how they're weaving even the outlap to try to get some temperature. He made a mistake now, but he has plenty of time, 6 minutes. Around Monza you can do 10 lap times in 6 minutes. That's how much is fast. John Vidigas right here, he's improving with a special livery of Aptora.
deliveries were made by critical
Yeah, the liveries are made
to the
by Gil de
silver.
Silva, the one and only.
And
Not the
Stefan
best middle
Werner
sector.
is still in the pits, so I hope he didn't crash this car or having some troubles.
Uh, Possible because, as you know, guys, in SRO you cannot escape, and if you crash, you cannot get back on track. So they have to be very careful. And even these laps, and even if you crash, just make sure to go back to the pit with your car. Laura Martin, nice first sector, not bad. Uh, let's see if the middle sector is the one that I see that everybody is struggling with. He's improving, so this might can get him something around P10. We are not expecting any rain, so this time around Monza is gonna be a clean one.
Yeah,
Who's
Zandvoort was
50-14.
L.
Tim
Zandvoort
Cartwright
was
passes first sector. Maybe this time around his setup is much more optimized for the race. We saw he did a few pole position this season, but then in the race the pace just dropped off. Was not the best, but right now he's flying. So wow, you saw the car going wild, but he did manage to go back to the line.
yeah. Usually, usually we see that Tim Carver has a fantastic car for the qualies, and then he kind of slips down a bit of his pace from he
Wow,
switches badly to quality from
nice,
quality race. So
fantastic lap, 1:21.5. That's super fast. Nick West improved a 1/10 in the middle sector. Maybe this lap will not be the fastest because of the first sector, but still it could be close. Nice parabolica, very tight on entry and good line on the exit. Whoa, where did that come from? Wow, 003. Wow. If these are the gap, I assume he escaped. So yeah, he's done. I think he's sure that there's nothing he can improve. But Tim is not feeling about that. He said, "No, I can go even more fast." This can be a cracking lap. Wow, 2 tenths faster at Monza. Just for the guy who doesn't know why we are saying the gaps if they are close and the better it is. Monza we have just I want to say for braking, but they're just few brakings that matters. And ooh, Rockomina. That's yeah, no, that's Rockomina, yeah. And the gaps are so much close because of that this reason. And being this close is very hard. Let's see if Sam Sari can improve because he was very fast in the free practice that I saw, and he just need to pull together a good lap at the moment. Let's go on board with him. They break so late. Nice on the entry, but very off on the exit. And he knows. And he
yeah,
knows.
and first corner is going to be
Wow. Daniel Christoph 0093. Wow.
yeah, and we know that first corner is going to be a critical point, especially in the first lap with all the pack.
Yes, but there is a note for this race. They all have decided they're not gonna race in turn 1,
Oh yeah,
and the race is gonna start on the exit of turn 1. So I hope they did manage that anyway well, because even at the exit of turn 2 is gonna be tricky. Daniel Christoph is still improving in the first sector. The best thing, what, Tony? Tony? Where did that come from? Wow. Tony's P3. We have the first 7 guy within 8 tenths. And they're all so close that anybody can win this race. Any. And yeah, I did left off. And unlucky, but he won Tim for another pole position. That's fantastic. Jason is improving. If he can manage to pull together this lap, it can be P9. Yes, it is. No, Job was not improving. Nope. And I guess this is the result. And here it is. So Tim Cartwright P1, Daniel Christoph P2, Tony P3, Nick Westy P4, Sam Selig P5. Fantastic. I think he can get back in the race. It doesn't have the all together, all the pieces together for the quali lap. Robin Taylor P6. That's very important for Nick Westy for the championship. Kostas Kanzura, John Vidigest P8, but we know that he's fantastic in the race. He can get back to the top 5. He always does that. Jason White did a nice lap at the end. Rocco Mina P10. Giuseppe Baldoni first quali, as far as I remember. Mirk Hartree, he did the P3 last time around at Zandvoort. He's a, I guess, driver to look after in the race. You never know. Riccardo Gengotti, second race on SRO, so good. He's back. Lauren Martin, Gilda Silva, and Stefan Wenneman, who I guess didn't have the chance to do a lap because of a mistake on the first one. The first 6-7 guys are gonna be fighting very very hard. I guess nobody of these guys would love to be leading in the first part of the race, and or maybe they just they believe that they can go away, but considering the gap they have in the quali, I don't think so, because they have 2 DRS zone, no, 1 DRS zone on the finish line, from the finish line to turn 1, and considering the back straight and the parabolica can give you a lot of no, they have 2 DRS zone, because even on the exit of Lesmo 2, so it's gonna be tricky to defend, very tricky. So now the guys have 3-4 minutes of warm-up, so they can get back used to full load of fuel. That's complete different, and the guy who knows how this works, they know that after doing quali laps and getting back used to a full tank is not easy, especially because your braking marks change. You have to brake those 5-10 meters early, more careful on the brakes. Locking up is much easier because the tires are, as you can see, Tim right now is driving with the hards. Driving these tires, they have different grips, so braking is different, going on throttle is different, and in these 3-2 minutes that are most likely 3 laps, they have to get used to this. You try your pit entry, pit exit, so everything is perfect to go. I believe most of the moves are gonna be made because of the nice control, because of the slipstream and the DRS zone. This is the second DRS zone, and taking the inside will be very important. But if you can defend the inside, nobody can get around you. They're already fighting, even though this is a warm-up. Especially, we will see, I believe, different setups. Going with the lowest wing is the key around Monza, but It's not easy to drive a car that is very low on aerodynamics. As you saw, this will be the most common way to make a move in turn 1. Causes Censura a nice lap though. With the move and everything. I guess the TRS helps you and everything, but still, in this warm-up they're pretty confident. Also, something that's I typically say, and in the race is different. There can be drivers that are the best in the race because maintaining a pace is different than getting a fast lap together. A fast lap, I don't want to say anybody can do, but because it's very difficult, but you can train to just do one fast lap in 10 minutes, and that can be the fastest lap even by half a second. But maintaining a pace for a 1 hour, 2 hour of race, that's the most difficult part in a race.
Absolutely. And for example, one of the problems, yeah, it's one of the problems we saw from. I'm sorry, I'm not happy to say that, but from Team Cartwright, usually he's got a great quality lap. Sometimes it's even because of the setup. Maybe you have a good setup for the quality, and then you have troubles on the pace.
Yes, maybe because
But yeah,
sometimes
like for
you
example,
compromise.
team is usually strong, but usually has a great. What
So
can
the
I say?
warm-up
Quality
is
lap, but
done.
then he is having some troubles into the race pace. So
Let's see. It's gonna be very tricky, but still, the guy who will be very careful and patient, I would say, is gonna win the race. So it's gonna be a standing start. They're gonna go slow until turn 1. On the exit they can go. That's the rule that all the driver have agreed, and it has been imposed. With the medium, we can already see a few different tire choice. They have to go with the pit limiter, I guess. I don't know, there is a formation lap, sorry. So we have hard for Tim Cartwright, hard for Daniel. Actually, everybody's on the hard. Medium for Nick Westy, hard for Sam Selick. A second, I can give you the driver box. Medium for Robin Taylor, that's nice to see. Consequence 0 with the medium hard. So the top 7, the guy who were very close, they have 3 medium tires and 4 hard tires. That's gonna be a very tricky scenario because we know that the medium tires is faster in the beginning and then very slow. I don't know how Gilda Silva got the penalty, but maybe he didn't join this race grid in time and he just pulled out of the pit lane. Maybe that's the issue. Medium tire for Jason Whitehead, Rocco Mina as well. Wow. Giuseppe is going with the soft. Ricardo as well. Lauren Martin is going with the hards. Medium for Gilda Silva and medium for Stefan Wenham. There are only 2 cars with the soft, so I guess, or even the guy are trying medium hards and they believe that's the best choice, and I guess so. up. Maybe they go along with the hards and they put some soft tires at the end, a few cars, or maybe medium hards, for example, Nick Westy. So now they can go back to the grid.
As we expect, so pretty much as we expected.
Yes,
Um, People are looking for a
one stopper.
one
Uh,
stopper and a wait for the softer compound. Most of the
yes,
most of the field, as we said, uh, it's not a truck particularly stressful for the tires. So
we
um,
saw even the soft tire being used for. Oh, I hope Daniel didn't got the penalty there for that. We saw the soft tire being used even for 30 laps around Australia, so you never know what can Lauren Martin and Giuseppe Baldoni can do with these tires. But I hope for them they didn't got in the wrong strategy and they need to do one more stop extra. So they should be all aligned. We are waiting for the lights to go off so they can go down to turn 1 and race on the exit of turn 2. Hopefully everybody's in the pit stall correctly. Yeah, as you can hear. Oh, there was a. I think people didn't know why Rocco Mina did a mistake. He crashed into Daniel Christoph, I guess. Okay, team can go. I think Rocco Mina didn't know and he's slowing down now. And he have a lot of damage as well. Daniel Christoph is P2. Yeah, they will all pass Rocco Mina anyway. Nick Westy made a fantastic start. He got P3 at the moment. He got the position. They are all close, except from him who got some gap because of the exit there in turn 1. I think they were not expecting that. Daniel Christoph has to pit. I think he has damage. He has damage. That's a big blow in the beginning of this race, and considering what happened to Nick Westy last time around, he would be happy. Maybe he can get back his points that he lost in the last race. So Nick is P2 and Tony is right there, doing a fantastic race. P3, Sam Selleck P4, and Robin Taylor P5. Fantastic. Rocco Mina is in the pit and with Riccardo Gengotti as well. Daniel is back on track. He lost around 40 seconds. No, not that much. He lost around 30 seconds, 35 seconds. So hopefully his race is not compromised that much, even though it will be anyway. Nick Westy has to close back that gap, but still he has to be very very careful with Tony. If they can work together and get back Team Cartwright, that would be fantastic. Gabe on the other hand can really just be focused on his pace, get this lead to increase, and manage his tire on the best way possible. He's not under threat. He has the best gap possible. 2 seconds are fantastic. Taylor got past. No, he got a position back. Rocco Mina has a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Giuseppe Baldoni is fighting with Mark Hightree. They didn't got the best exit out of the first variante, the second variante. And the Lesmo is close enough. I think this lap we have the DRS. Yeah, they have the DRS because it's gaining a lot. His best chance would be in turn 1 if he can manage to stay very close in the Parabolica. And yeah, it is very close indeed. Now he should be able to try something in turn 1. Half a second still. He's very good in the under braking, but I think he's not running the lowest wing because the Haas is very fast in the straight at the moment. He's struggling slightly, Giuseppe, to stay close in the straights, even with the DRS open. Nick Westy, last time around, gained 3 tenths on Team Cartwright, so the gap is down to 2 seconds, and Tony is going away with him, is following Westy very closely. So if the first 3 guy can manage to stay close, and especially Tony can save his tires and some fuel maybe for later on. I see everybody struggling around the Scary to do it following another car. Their gap is very close and then they lose time around the Ascari. Dirty air will be very challenging there. But except from that, they all be very happy with the slipstream they get. Daniel Christoph is already a lap down. I think he had to pit again last time around because of the issue he got. The engine got is there. I think then it's the overlay is slightly off. Now it should be fine. So the first 2 guys are on the medium and Tony's on the hard. If Tony can manage to stay here, he can go way much more deep in the race with these tires technically. And he should be slower at the moment with these tires, so at the moment he's doing fantastic. Costas Kanzura, after the issue he had in the start, closing the gap right this time around. Maybe he can have a chance because 4 stance can give you something. He's not utilizing for the max the slipstream, but now yeah, it is. It seems like the slipstream is not that much. Ooh, very close on the exit. They have to utilize the exit on turn 2 if they cannot manage to go on up to inside. Wow, very brave close by Robin Taylor. Yeah, Costas Genzura is faster at the moment than Robin Taylor. Ooh, wow, that could have been the end of the race because that was a brave save.
Tony is very, very close to requesting. Nine, or
Yeah,
at least it
because
was.
yeah, it was. The feature is in the Scary on the entry. They're very close. They can get very close there, but the moment they go in the Scary, they just lose time. They cannot follow the car correctly. I guess Tony is running a lower wing than what Robin is, but or maybe it's just Robin managing somewhere. Sorry, Nick West, I mean. But this DRS is a big help to Tony. Right now, he can pull away from Sam Selig way easily. Ooh, wow. They're all struggling with oversteer at Monza, so a mistake later on with the U-Star, I would not be surprised. This can be a good run. This can be a very good run.
He has put the trigger. Let's see if he can do that. Maybe at the next straight, the main straight, can be the way.
This time around is much closer on the exit of the Ascari, way much closer than he was before. If he can manage to stay close at this Parabolica, this would be the perfect chance for him. Yes, it is very close. Perfect exit now. This time around he can go up to inside. And he goes. Try to take the outside, but no. Kosas Kanzura managed to pull out a fantastic move. And now it is his turn to push and at least go away 1 second. Otherwise, Robin Taylor is gonna be pushing harder and harder. And with the DRS, it's very easy to get back the position. But Koskanzura, as you see, has slightly more pace. Ooh, Robin
But
Taylor.
yes, I think that Robin can still defend himself because from what I see, no, sorry, I was looking. I have just refreshed the.
No, Tony!
Ooh, no,
DNF, connection lost. Ah, very unlucky.
Tony is like tormented by this kind of problems. By the way, this curse.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's not the first time. The guy is
I
very
think
unlucky.
he shall have some kind of curse on himself. This is
Yes,
so bad.
and as I said, John is P6. He's doing fantastic. He started P8 and P6 with a few issue with Daniel, but still managing all the guy behind Jason and Mark, who did P3 last time around. Laura Martin as well is doing P10. Oh, Stefan Wenham is P11. He started last. Stefan Wenham started last and he's P11. Super job by him. Nick is struggling to get back those 2 seconds that Tim gained in the first lap. And it's gonna be very difficult for them to close the gap now. If Tim doesn't make any mistake, for them it's gonna be very difficult. I guess the most important part for them will be the moment they change tires, so those 5-10 laps in the beginning of the next stint, as we saw last time around at Zandvoort, where when they switched tire the first 10 laps they were flying. Maybe Nick can try to lose sometimes in the first stint and then try to pull out a short stint, but a very firing stint, so he can get back those times he lose now. But right now, oh, Tim is flying. He's the fastest one on track at the moment, half a second faster than Nick, and even Sam Salik is losing a lot of time, but still is in P3 and is faster than Kostas Kanzura. Daniel Christoph is the fastest by okay, he's on the soft, so I can understand the reason why he's the fastest by almost a second, but he's a lap down. So the issue got noticed by the driver himself. The reason why Tony had to retire, he had a hardware issue, so his game just froze and he had to left the session. And he said he was not even pushing; he was managing in his tires. So just to show you how much the slipstream can give you uh, to be easy on the tires and manage those tires. So
I
very
think that
unlucky.
yeah, but he has to do something. I mean, he can go
Yeah,
to Medjugorje or something because every time he's doing a good race, he's on like
Giuseppe is
on
already
a bad
pitting
luck.
after 11 lap, so these tires I guess cannot go more than 15, 20 laps. It's soft, so we can say that if these guys have to go on the medium, on the, I guess on the soft at the end of the stint, they have to do at least 40 laps on the hards, something like that, 35, 40. We are on lap. So we are on lap 12 at the moment. So this guy will try to go at least around lap 30 with the medium, and maybe try to put some hards, or if somebody is brave enough to put the soft. But right now I see all of them are managing their pace, not pushing too much. These tires are very, very, I don't want to say slippery, but they overheat very easily. The gap actually with Nick is slightly going down. So Nick is still there, 2.7. It can be a fantastic outlap and or pitting one lap earlier that can make the job for him. At the moment, everybody is slightly off from everybody, so they are all putting together their laps. The only guy who is gonna fight at the moment is Robin Taylor with the hearts, who I guess he pitted. Yes, he did. So Robin Taylor that already changed his tire from medium to hard. So that's very surprising. A good exit here can give him the position. I guess so. He's very close.
For some damage because I think it's really too early for a
Yes.
stop.
I know that for a fact that the sausage on the inside of Variante, all the Variantes and the Ascari can give you damage, so they have to be careful. Making mistake around here can cause in big damage and loss of time. Nice move though. Still, he had to put it out, and if he can manage to be consistent enough, he can do even 40 laps on these tires. Around Monza, I guess the hearts can go very deep in the race. This lap around, Nick Westy gained almost half a second on Tim. And we are still on lap 14, so there's still 40 laps to go. Yeah, lapping cars now can be actually the issue for everybody. They can lose time for this, and actually Tim did lose time. The gap is just 1.3 seconds. Now Nick Westy can see Tim Cartwright very clearly, and this actually
and Tim has dropped off so much
I
on the
think
on his
yeah,
pace.
no, okay, he gained half a second now because of the lap car, but he lost time in the first sector, especially in turn one, because of the lapped car. He had to go around Gilles da Silva.
Oh, if Nick West is already feeling some kind of slipstream
Now he
from the
can,
current one.
yes,
I
now
think
he's gonna
yes.
get that
I think yes.
1.3. Now he's gonna feel slightly that slipstream, and that extra 1-2 miles can make the difference, especially considering around Monza. Just a little can give you that extra boost to get within 1 second. Still, the race is long. Like, if he was supposed to pit now, 1.4 second with a good outlap, you can get him. You can do an undercut way easily. So, team has to react pretty uh, solidly on an undercut from Nick Westy. Otherwise, the race can go towards Nick Westy. But I still believe like the first
I think
stint
that's
is gonna be much longer than 20 laps, so I guess
yeah.
they should
Knowing
go around 25-30 laps.
knowing how these tires on the mod are done, I don't think that we are going to see any stop before lap 35, 37. Apart from maybe some kind of damage, I think.
Yeah,
I'm
possibly
not.
they're 30 laps. I think they can go more 25 laps. Considering that their fastest lap is a 1:25.0 at the moment, or 1:24.8 for Nick, and they're still running 25.3, 25.2, and they can still go a lot along with these stars. Robin Taylor very close with the Laura Martin. He's going back through the field, and this can be, if he can get the position very fast, he should not lose that much, because last time around Lord Martin was very slow. Trying to go for the outside, but should be getting the position before the braking, and he does. Next car is within 25 seconds for Robin, and it's Mark Hartree. 1.020, so he should be feeling the slipstream now rightly. If he can manage to get a good lap now on the next lap, he can get this DRS. He's under 1 second. Now he should be getting the slipstream and the DRS. There is a lapped car ahead that should be Stefan Wenham. Yes, it is, and actually he goes off to give the space to the guys. Fantastic job. If I was Nick Westy now, I should be just focusing to stay behind, lift, fuel save, and manage my tires. The DRS can give you a lot of option to do that, and really there are no need to go and be leading this race at the moment. The race is very long, and for them and for him especially now, pushing and getting P1 will not lead to win the race because their pace is very similar. The Sam Selig actually now has gained slightly on the guy leading. He's struggling slightly with the pace, but still 6 seconds from the lead is not that much, considering that the race is very long.
Team has to be careful because it's going to be moments from Nick after.
Yes, but if I was Nick, I would just manage now. I don't need to get that P1 now. I would love to get the position around the pit stop.
You're right, but you know how it works
Yeah.
when you have the opponent in front of you, and especially with the DRS so ready in a track like this. I think that in a couple of laps, if this remains the pace, we are going to surely see Nick try and move on team.
He's much faster in the Ascari.
Yeah,
he's way much faster. Wow, around the inside of the Parabolica would have been the move of the season.
He has to pull the trigger, and he will do that.
There he goes from the inside. Yes, he does. Now he has to get at least half a second to 7/10 from Tim. Otherwise, there will be a draft war now. He has to get a good exit here.
Yeah, when nice. Has the pace to stay. I don't think so.
Yeah, still 3/10, so actually now he can put Tim in a situation where Tim needs to push more than he did before to get back the position, and maybe Tim can this can lead Tim to make a mistake. And all this situation helped Sim Salik to gain 2 seconds. 1 second. Yeah, the gap is enough for Nick to don't be attacked at the moment. He gained a
It's
lot in
looking
turn
like
2. Now turn 1 now.
yeah, it's looking like he is gonna pull away pretty easily.
If he can manage to put together this lap and get out of 1 second, yes, he can then push from there and manage that 1 second. So yeah, Tim is pushing so hard now to stay within the 1 second and get the slipstream and DRS. And actually he does for this lap around, but he has to be careful with the parabolica. And now actually they can be very close, and it can be a draft war. I guess it will be just who can get through actually through the um, lapping car and this segment of the race where the tires are starting to be falling off slightly lap by lap, and them actually can now be Nick Westy. Just wait, don't put any
It's
stress
not
on
losing
these
that.
tires. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
thanks to
I
the slip.
would be just waiting for the moment and actually save some fuel. I can use some
Yeah,
extra
I,
boost
I'm,
at the end.
yeah. I mean, we can see that with the slipstream is not losing a lot. To be honest,
No, the
it's
slipstream is
it's pretty,
fantastic.
yeah, it's pretty difficult, on this track to pull away unless you have an incredible pace. But all the straight, as we were saying, all the straights you have, it gets you to have a lot of slipstream, and because of that, you kind of gain back more than what you lose in the driving parts of the truck. So look at this with the, but again, it seems to be stable around the second, the gap between West and Cartwright. I tell you this: if Nick West is able to get lost in the DRS one, I think that Tim Cartwright is not going to go for Nick space anymore. From what I'm seeing now.
Yeah, no. They do now. Actually, team know that. All right, I'm good enough to stay within a second. I can start slightly managing a few turns that I know that. Okay, I don't need to over push turn one. I can be easy on the tires. We are around lap 24 now. Uh, Still 30 laps to go, and sooner or later, within the next 15 laps, most likely, we're gonna pit. And if he can decide to just pit one lap early, somewhere, and give that under 5% to get the position, it would be fantastic. Actually, still, even though I believe Tim is he's gonna push, I want to get back that P1. That's something in the driver mind will be triggered always because of they want to lead.
And Tim now is trying to close the gap. Actually,
Yeah, he's pushing.
if the gap
No,
if
he's
the gap
pushing.
is
They are very close.
three
0.3.
tenths, I think he might have the chance even down here, down the Saraglio Straight. His three tenses are not. Oh, I think he can have the break at the Ascari. No,
No.
still waiting. Smart move, I think.
Yeah, making a move around in the Ascari would lead or can lead to a big crash. It's not easy.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
And for this guy, now is a matter of concentration, nerves, and who can be more consistent. Even a small mistake can decide everything for the race. Because right now, a small mistake in turn one, or even here, taking that sausage more than what you need, you can go straight in the wall.
Still strange to see, you know, Daniel Christoph this much in trouble. P10 and it's not finding any pace at all. And he's behind people like he's behind people which usually we don't see him.
I think Daniel got small damage in the beginning of the race because of Laurel Martin. That's the real reason. Actually, now he lost he's 1 second from Nick. 9990. Wow, that's he has to be very close down here. If he doesn't get this DRS for one lap, that can be an issue. He didn't got this DRS, I think, this lap. Yeah, the DRS is close, so yeah. Now he can really push away. And now there's a different race for Tim because he has to be good enough to get back in the slipstream of and the DRS of Nick Westy. Daniel Christoph, meanwhile, is P9. He get back those positions. He will need to pit again for sure because he's running on the soft. It has been 25 laps for him on this star, so I guess Nick and the other can go on these stars. If he can pull out 25 laps on these stars, I think even the others can. With a lighter car. Giuseppe trying to make a move on Gil da Silva. He should have a good chance in turn 1. They backed off slightly early. Be careful. Ooh, more contact. I hope he doesn't have a big damage on the... Oh yeah, his front wing is damaged. Doesn't have a front wing. Wow, this lap around, even Nick Westy and the team, they did a 1:24.8. That's almost their fastest lap with after 28 laps. So I guess they can go even more farther, even around lap 38, 39.
That I mean, we saw in many races that the tire the tire usage of the car is pretty low.
Yeah,
Uh, so I
but
think
still,
they will.
they have to manage. It's not like they can go flat out and abuse these tires, but they're doing fantastic. Giuseppe in the pit because of the damage. Yeah, it's gonna go in the pit now. Considering, I I hope they have, I don't know, a spotter or something that can help them. Considering what Daniel Christoph is doing on these soft tires, how would pit in around lap 35 and finish the race on the soft? And maybe
You can
they,
do that. You actually can do that.
and especially maybe Nick or somebody who's not expecting to pit early, they can actually lose some time. Tim can try something different. He
I don't
doesn't
know.
need to
That is
go
worth.
long with these stars if he can manage to pull out good laps even with the soft. We already passed the half mark of the race. That will make him lose a lot of time now, at least 2-3 tenths. No, I didn't lose that much. Nice. But if he wants to win now, I think he has to think something different. Try to maybe anticipate the pit or do something that can.
That's a tough question to make. It's a tough decision to make. Um,
Considering these two pace, like from these two guys, I think for them it's gonna be almost impossible to pull away from each other. But still,
anyway, I mean, yeah, try something different can help you now, but at the end,
he's
can
back
be?
within a second now. He doesn't have this
If I
DRS.
was to be to be honest, if I was him, I would have just copied the same strategy of.
Of Nika.
Yeah, I would do that.
I believe they will go on the soft. Now we have 23 laps left, and you can finish with the soft. It will be easy to finish on the soft.
I think that they're gonna copy each other. That seems to be the thread of the race.
Yes, because now for them, actually, is just a matter of manage the gap and push, and any lap car who can make a difference for them. Rocomina, after what happened in the first lap, is getting back to P13. He should be able to go up to inside before the actually the parabolica. Ooh, we back off. Maybe we'll try to do that in turn 1. Nick West should have some slips, the DRS technically. Ooh, he's gonna lose sometimes now. Tim. Oh, should be fine. Should be fine. He should not lose that much, but he still lose some 2 to 3 tenths. Costas Kenzura is pitting, so lap 32. Team is gonna lose sometimes. Ooh, was Gilles? Who was it? Okay, whoever it was, he didn't lose time. Team actually gained slightly. Now he's getting some slipstream from Jill. Team now lost a lot of time. Oh, Daniel Christoph, DNF. This can be a big blow in the championship, considering that last time around um, Nick Westy lost a lot of points. We can have Tim and Nick back in the championship now, because the gap was about 35 points, and he should be getting 0 points technically. Yeah, Nick can get back to be very close, so around 10 points, and considering that we still have Suzuka in Abu Dhabi, it can be tremendous.
It was strange, to be honest, because Daniel was seemed not to find any kind of pace at all.
Oh, maybe I think an action or something, except from racing, maybe.
I don't know. The strange thing was to see Daniel having problems with his pace.
No, it was not the
in that-
pace. The pace was fine. He had just issue in turn 1 because of Rocco Mina.
maybe I lost it.
Yeah, no. He had the mistake, not a mistake, but ooh, Nick is pitting. Nick is pitting.
That's a big hit for the championship.
Nick is pitting,
Nick-
and now Tim has to respond to that. To do first of all, do a fantastic lap, and then second of all, don't make mistake. Nick is going on soft, so Nick can really do a fantastic out lap. 20 laps to go. Let's go with the. I want to see if he does a fantastic middle sector that can lead to him to gain sometimes on the team. He really needs to just get away from 1 second. That 1 second extra that he can gain now can really help him. Tim did a still a good first middle sector. Wow, with the same middle sector as. So Tim is not beating. I think he believe 20 laps on these tires are not enough, maybe. So technically Nick now should be gaining from here for the next 2-3 laps, but actually the last sector of Nick was not faster than Tim, so maybe Tim has some pace left over that he's using now.
Maybe yes.
He should be technically Nick faster in the first sector than Tim because of the tires, and it is. He's 3 tenths faster with the best first sector as well. Tim did a fantastic middle sector. He's pushing as well. Maybe he will pit now. Who knows? No, he's not pitting. He's still going. Fantastic middle sector for Nick. We saw last time at Spa where Nick did the opposite. He pitted later than everybody, and that lead for the win for him at the end because he had more pace. But maybe now this can work out for Tim, even though that lap time is 2 seconds faster than Tim. He has to pit now. Otherwise, he will lose so much time. Or maybe he's just hoping for Nick to lose some pace at the end, and him with the
Yeah, that
better
can be.
tires can push
That can
for
be a
10-12 laps much more than what Nick will be doing in the next 10.
yeah, that can be a reason, but we sure it's gonna work?
At the
I mean,
moment, he has to pit because technically speaking,
yeah, if he loses too much now, I fear that he might not be able to close the gap.
yes,
By
because
the end.
then Nick can just manage and just make sure that he will not be within a second. He's really literally gaining 1.5 second, 1.3 second a lap on team at the moment. So please somebody inform team because he's losing so much, and I don't think he will be able to gain back that
Say that he's
in
losing too much, not so much,
yet.
but losing too much. At the moment, it's worthless to stay out with
Yes,
that kind of.
unless we're expecting some rain, but there's no rain coming. We are not gonna get any rain soon. Yes, Simselic just pitted, so he pitted as well late. But actually, if I was Simselic, I would have pitted right after I saw Nick Westy gaining even 1 second on me. So that could have helped him to gain the
Yeah,
position on team.
the only reason is that they think that having that kind of.
Soft tires cannot last for 12 laps, 13 laps. But yeah, You never know. Like at the end of the race, with the with less fuel, it's easier to to drive soft tires.
I don't know. I can only think that maybe team is sure that it's going to be able to close the gap again.
Yeah, maybe he's just he believe the race is already gone there after he pitted early than him. But yeah, I should have tried to pit on the same lap after he did that. But yeah, I guess he gave up. But now he has to be careful because he can lose the position. No, he will not lose the position on
Yeah.
Sam
If
Selig,
it
but
was
still,
if it was if it was real F1, we would be saying that he was waiting for some kind of safety car, but we
yeah,
know
we
that
do not.
there is one.
Yeah,
So at the moment, that is the only thing that can save Team Cartwright strategy.
yes.
I mean,
Actually, now is even
maybe
Sim Selig is gonna gain a lot on him. Even though still, Tim is doing 1:24.5. That those are lap times are fantastic. They're still
the problem is that Equesti are
good,
that
but
Equesti's times are better.
yes,
Um,
they're just
to,
half a second slower because Nika has a new fresher tire.
I
And I
mean,
believe
maybe,
maybe he would have had a better chance with soft tires.
yeah, maybe by the end of the race, Team is going to prove us wrong.
You never know, but
He's going
I
to be
don't
angry,
see
but
him gaining 10 seconds. This
how
lap
long
around he
is
lost 2 seconds.
yeah, Nick West is flying. This is really pushing so hard. And he knows this is an important situation because Christos is out and he needs that win. He's really desperate for that win.
Yes. Especially okay, now he's beating. I guess 10 laps later than what actually he should have done, but let's see. Maybe he knows something that we don't know. Robin Taylor is beating as well.
Team is struggling a bit, so let's see. So he
Yeah,
was able to play
10
Sam
seconds
Sally.
technically.
He's 10
Yeah,
seconds and 12 lap. He has to drive around the 122, 122.5. I don't remember the quali times, but I think he has to.
121
So he has to do like 12 laps in into
quali
quali
mode.
pace.
Yes, he has to gain 9 seconds in 12 laps and make a move. But if Nick can manage to do 23.8, it's gonna be hard. So let's see. It's still it's a good battle because you never know. Maybe now with a fresher tire, he can do a 22.0 because of the those 10 laps he has under the belt. Sam Selick was able to do a 23.1, so I guess he can go down to the 22.9. 1 second a lap can still be enough. He still has 12 laps, 11 laps, sorry. Wow, he gained He gained 6 tenths in the last sector. The gap is down to 8 seconds.
It's flat attack mode at the moment, I think.
Yeah, now it's attack mode. Full attack.
Yeah, the real question now is like, is as the when the shark up his sleeve. I
Maybe
mean,
is enough
yeah,
or not? Yeah, maybe
I
it
mean,
is enough. He did.
maybe it is, maybe it is.
Is it enough? Maybe yes. He gained half a
If
second. We know that the first 3 laps are good for these stars, and then they start to fall off. So let's see. He's gonna gain a lot in the first 3-4 laps,
yeah,
and he has to make sure that he get to at least 5 seconds in the next 3 laps. Otherwise, he's gonna lose too much.
um, I mean, if Nick still has some kind of pace around, um,
Maybe
yeah,
he
pull
he
pull that
decided
out
to
now.
maybe just take care of the stars for the last 5 laps. Some
Yeah,
fuel
but
left over. You never know
at the
because
moment,
there's still 10 laps to go. So
yeah, but at the moment, if he has something, he has to use whatever he has. I mean, Team
5.8.
Cartwright is flying 122.4 the last lap.
Yes.
So basically, team is proving us wrong. He was on the right decision at the moment,
He
or at least seems to be that
seems
way.
to be that. So let's see and wait because you know that pushing that hard can make you lead to a mistake as well. But there's still 5 seconds and there's still 10 laps. We know that the tires are good enough for the first 5 laps to be that fast. Now actually Nick should get some DRS technically. I hope it doesn't lose time. No, he should not get the DRS.
You know,
I hope that he doesn't get too much time lost there. He
this is
should be.
losing time.
Ooh, no. He lost time, a lot of time for sure there.
Yeah,
That was very unlucky, actually, because
yeah, but wait, because Team Cartwright still has to come by
yeah,
those two
but
guys.
might he get those the lapping cars on the exit of the Lesmo, so that's not too much. And the other Red Bull, yeah, this should be fine. It doesn't lose time here.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna get the Red Bull into the Ascari section probably.
No, no, no.
No, no.
Parabolica. Or the exit of the Parabolica with a double DRS, so that can be actually very, very good for him. Yeah, now he's gonna get the another DRS for free. So this turns out to be fantastic for team, actually, and very unlucky for Nick. Nick lost almost a second just because of that turn one.
It's gonna be very, very tight. But if this is the pace, I think that team is going to
Yeah, he's
come.
gonna get Nick before the last 3 laps, 4 laps.
Yeah, and I think that if this is the pace, it's going to be a easy job for him.
Yes. Especially considering that this match pace can uh, is due to the better tires and especially better traction. So having a better traction lead to a much higher top speed and a good exit from turn one and turn and the parabolic as well. The gap is down to 2.5, so there are still 6 laps to go. Is the opposite of what what the Nick did at Spa. But he still has to pull out the move because I remember what happened Spa where Nick got the move, but then uh, for a few laps Daniel was able to stay in the draft and everything. So considering what can happen at Monza, he still can lose P1 and then gain back the position on the last lap maybe.
But it's going to be hard with team
Yeah,
space,
with
to
this
be
pace,
honest.
yeah,
At least to stay with him.
yes, but still, um, yeah. Now the slipstream he's gonna get from Gilles da Silva is gonna help him a lot. Yeah, now it's over. He's there. He's closing so much. Actually, if he can manage, yeah, no, he's in within 1 second almost. Yeah, he's gonna get this. He's gonna get the DRS now on the exit here for sure. Nick is gonna get the slipstream and actually the DRS from he should be, who's the guy? 1 second. No. Yeah, Jason Witted. Yeah, maybe this can help as well him to pull away slightly because this is more than a second for sure. Team lost sometimes here now. 1.3, that can help him. If this can lead to Nick just bringing team tires in that zone where they drop off, that can make the win for him. 1.3, so now team has to gain back those 3 tenths again, otherwise he will not get the slipstream. 1.5, so this is fantastic from Nick. Now you start even to feel the pressure from because you made a small mistake, you were unlucky. Now you have to get back another good lap together. 122.5 from Nick last time around. He did the fastest last sector. Maybe he was waiting for something. You never know. 4 laps to go. And If he can manage to stay sharp for the next 3 laps again, that would be fantastic.
Absolutely. It's going to be a hard job, by the way. Or
Maybe
maybe.
maybe he was waiting for these last laps to get these laps and push on the tires more. You never know.
Yeah, but it's still strange. Like, yeah,
Now he's pushing a lot. He's not the middle sector, but the first sector was quite impressive for Nick because he was on the same pace of Tim. Yeah, now 1.4. So is there still slightly more pace on Tim side, but maybe if Nick can pull out this at the end of the day, those 1 or 2 extra lap from Tim can be the reason why we didn't win. But still, 3 laps to go, and there's any the result is still not decided. Yeah, anything can happen. A small mistake on the exit of the Lesmo 1 or 2 can
even the
be,
Parabolica.
yeah, Parabolica as well, but I think the Lesmo is more tricky for these guys because whenever you see them, they um they oversteer so much easily. The gap is 1.2. 1 second, 2 laps to go. You can see him. When you see your opponent this close, uh, I think that's the moment where you push even more. There's a lap car down there, so should be John. Hopefully, this doesn't decide the race, but lapping cars here and there is part of the job. We can see Nick's struggling on the exit there, using everything, every inch on track.
I would be so mad if it was Team Oil. Like, the win is right there, right, and you can reach them.
Yeah, after gaining 10 seconds in 10 laps, now being that this close and struggling to get slightly deep. Was that slightly deep, 1 meter extra, but I think he didn't lose too much. Maybe still enough to get that P1. Nick now has to not lose that much time with John. He should get the DRS now, technically speaking. Yeah, he should have DRS now as well. Perfect, this works out quite well for him. That's wow. Wow. Half a second. The gap is half a second though.
I-
Tim can have a.
Maybe it's like
Ooh. Wow. Wow. What a break. What a break. This is the last lap. So, what a defense from Nick. Fantastic.
yeah, but he still has to train for at least another lap and all the parabolic line and all
Yes.
around the straight. Yes,
Yeah, he will have a lot of vibration in these tires now. A lot. Especially he has to do a good exit here. Good exit there on the Lesmo 2. Good enough, I think. Ooh, deep enough. I think, yeah, that's having that close Nick didn't help them. Should be enough for Nick to do the parabolica correctly. Ooh, it was wide as well. And Nick Westy win the Monza with a fantastic recovery from Tim. I guess that extra one lap didn't work out in his favor, but at the end, actually, both of the strategy were good enough. They did a
yeah,
fantastic job,
it was kind of
and
a sweat
Sim
for
Salik
Nick.
finishing P3. Fantastic job for him. His first podium on SRO, and actually, this is fantastic for all the
This is a
guys.
big, and this is a big hit for the championship because
Yeah, now the gap
the leader
between
Daniel Cristo.
Techniki, Daniel Christoph, and Nick Westy should be just 9 points, 10 points. Yeah, 10 points. And superb. Wow. So, the race results. So, Nick Westy did a fantastic job and secured his second win in the championship. Tim Cartwright with a fantastic pole position, but then with a fantastic recovery for P2 after the different strategy. Sim Sadik, first podium on SRO. I hope many more to come. And he can really finish the season with a good end. Kostas Kanzura unlucky in the beginning, and then he managed to pull off P4. With I think he got damaged in the beginning. John really guys, fantastic. I think John, we cannot even have P5 because he's already P5 at the end of any race. He's P5. Jason Witted, fantastic P6. Robin Taylor, I think he had the damage and here and there, and then he had to recover for his mistake and still finish P7. Mark Hartree, fantastic recovery from P14. Rocco Mina, unlucky, and the mistake he did in turn 1 didn't help him. Riccardo Gengotti, Giuseppe Baldo, Gilda Silva, and Stefan Wenham, who did P13 actually, not bad because he started last. I think Monza was really good, and considering that they fighted one first lap until the end, that was impressive. Maybe if Daniel didn't got that issue, I think all of three should have fight for the win. Daniel had a fantastic pace, but unluckily he got damaged there from Rocco. But it's part of the race, happens. And I guess see you guys in Suzuka.